Money, 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 right? It is a fight that is expected to draw 50 million pairs of eyes. The hotly anticipated brawl between a boxing champ and an MMA superstar. Of course, we're talking Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor going head-to-head in Vegas tomorrow. And our own Danielle Michaud from City News Sports is live right now at Center Ring doing that. Near Yonge and Davisville.
Good morning, Danielle. So happy to have you here. You and I were busy in makeup. She was almost late getting there because we couldn't stop talking about this. We actually both have weddings to attend tomorrow night, so we're trying to figure all of this out. Talk to us a little bit about what we can expect and why it's being touted as the ultimate boxing fight in history.
Fight of the century is what they're calling it, because that's exactly what it is. Dina, fantastic point. We couldn't stop talking about it. Nobody can seem to stop talking about this because it's a little bit of a circus, a little bit of a car crash. You can't look away. What's going to happen with this one? You've got Floyd Money Mayweather, the greatest boxer of our generation. He's never lost. He is 49-0, and yes, he's 40, but he's still the best that there has ever been. Then you've got Conor McGregor, who's creating all kinds of hype. This guy, even if you don't like him, it's hard to ignore him. He wears the flashy suits. He's got all of the comebacks. He's a sharpshooter in more ways than one, and he seems to think he can get in the ring and make a real fight of this, to the point that the odds dropped all the way to 3-1 yesterday, which is absolutely ludicrous. So this one's got everybody's attention, and at this point, I don't know what's going to happen on Saturday. I have so much faith in Floyd being able to hold on to this boxing record, but honestly, who knows? It's crazy town.
But there is one maybe thing that could be to McGregor's advantage, right? You were talking about the weight of the gloves, Danielle, and how that could take an effect in this role.
Okay,
in this, I can't even talk. In this fight.
I brought my own gloves with me today, so I wear 14-ounce gloves because I, just like these guys, like to come out and use boxing as a workout, which is fantastic. I would highly suggest checking out Wayne's Club and throwing down some punches. So my gloves are 14-ounce. Tomorrow they're going to be fighting with 8-ounce gloves versus 10-ounce gloves. So when McGregor fights in the UFC, he's using 4-ounce. There's less padding. Now, a lot of people were wondering, what does that mean? Are the hits coming in harder? Well, a 10-ounce glove versus an 8-ounce glove means that the actual distance this way is smaller. So that means with an 8-ounce glove, there might be a few more holes, and Conor McGregor is going to be so aggressive to try to beat Floyd that just maybe he can get in there and sneak one in when Floyd's used to using 10 versus 8. So maybe that's where Conor gets in here. He's going to be coming out guns blazing. You never know. That might just be his little advantage.
Well, also with McGregor, we know he talks a good game. It's all about psychological warfare. How much has he affected the mental state of Mayweather going into this? Also, Mayweather hasn't been able to study McGregor like he has other fighters because there isn't that footage of him having boxing match after boxing match, as he's an MMA champ, not an elite boxer. So will that give McGregor an advantage? He has talked his way through all of this, and people are saying now, a lot more people are putting their bets on McGregor because they think he has definitely got to Mayweather's mental state, and that might actually give him an advantage to get in there quick.
Dina, great point, because that's the big thing. Can Mayweather stay completely focused and ignore all of this nonsense from Conor? That'll be the big thing, and I think, yes, he can block that out. This guy has done this before. He knows exactly what he needs to do, and McGregor's big advantage will be trying to get to him early. He won't be able to go the distance in this one. He's used to 5-minute, 5 rounds in the UFC versus 12 rounds of 3 minutes. Totally different ball game, and Mayweather will try and push in the distance. The more he can tire him out, Mayweather will need maybe 2-3 rounds to sort of see what Conor McGregor's attacking style is going to be, what game plan he's going with, and then I've got all Mayweather if it goes beyond that. If you had to ask me, I'm going to say Mayweather, maybe 5-6 rounds, and he wants to go for the knockout, which is not his style, but he's still disappointed about the fight against Manny Pacquiao. He feels like fans were disappointed, so he wants to put on a real show tomorrow, and I think we're going to get that no matter what.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, Danielle, thank you so much. We're going to check in with you a little bit later on, chat a little bit more about the big fight and some other big sports stories that are happening. But in the meantime, we're going upstairs to Tammy. Thanks, Danielle.